So welcome to today's trade recap. Um, Today was probably one of the most obvious long setups like in a long time actually. Um, I also know a lot of people from the Discord caught this trade. Some people from signals from us, some people just on their own, but this trade was really free money. Not necessarily free because the bias was so clear for the day, but free for the setup, how it developed itself on the lower time frames. So let's start off on the 1 hour. Nothing really special here. We have Asia low right here, we have London low right here, we have Asia highs right here, and London highs, like pretty pretty equal highs right here with Asia highs. Um, we have this 1 hour high right here and this 1 hour high right here, and also this 1 hour imbalance, but we filled this already, so I don't mark it. Um, let's see on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute, we can see that we have this London high right here, which is equal highs with this 1 hour high, and that's the most important thing. We have equal highs with session and high draw of liquidity, high time frame high. So this draw of liquidity right here is enormous for the market makers. Looking down, we have nothing. Yes, we have London low right here and Asia low right here, but they are so far away, and we are almost here. That's also one thing which I taught one member from our Discord. We search for the thing which is easier for the market makers to do. What is easier? If market opens right here, we have equal highs right above here, and we have London lows and Asia lows all the way here. What is easier for the market to achieve? Obviously those equal highs, the higher time frame highs and the London session highs. So we are looking for manipulation into those highs here, or as we see now, a movement higher. So what needs to happen if we know that market wants to go here? Well, the market makers will definitely profit from this move up, so they need a place to enter, and they cannot enter on a random place, for example right here, because there's not a lot of people who actually buy or sell right here. There's not so much volume. But if we check this here, for example, this move down to this 15-minute low right here. We have a 15-minute low right here. Okay, that's important to know. Below this 15-minute low, there's a lot of stop losses. Yeah, maybe there's people who longed pre-market. They took maybe a trade something like this, and they target higher. They are in profit right here, and then we come down and we stop them out. So if we stop a lot of people out, what does this mean? There's a lot of, no, it's not really accurate, but it's easy to understand. There's a lot of free shares available now, again, for the market makers to get, so they can buy. Also, what happens is we come down and there's a lot of retail traders who press short. Why? Because we break 5 minute structure right here and we go below the current trend. So there's two things happening right here when we sweep out this 50-minute low. There's a lot of people getting their stop loss hit, so there's a lot of opportunity for the market makers to buy again, and there's a lot of retail traders who short right here because we get a 5 minute break and we go below this trend and so on. So there's a lot of free opportunity right now to expose themselves, like expose to the market for the market makers, because they are not buying with $10, but they are buying with huge amounts. So they need also huge amounts to be sold from other people. So at this point, there is some sort of this happening. It's really obvious. And then, what do we know? Markets move to get liquidity or to fill some sort of imbalance. So now see, we sweep this low and we inverse this gap. So it's the first sign that we actually want to go higher. We are so close already to those equal highs here. So this is my first position. I entered here on the inverse fair value gap after the sweep because I wanted to enter really aggressively, just because if we go up here, then we go, because this is so much low resistance liquidity up here. So this is my first position right here. Stop loss, a little bit of breathing room under the sweep, just in case we want to make a SMT or something like this. Then we come down a little bit, and we directly after this inverse this fair value gap right here. We inverse it. I'm waiting. Then we get a break of structure to the upside on the 1 minute right here, and there's my second position. I entered again, not because this got stopped out, but I exposed myself even more because it was really obvious. We are so close to those equal highs, and look here, we have now this high, this high, this high, this high. Or let me actually mark them out with lines so you can see even better. We have this high, 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 we have this, we have this. As you can see, it's crazy. That's enormous. If market wants to go and grab one, it will grab everything. So that's exactly what happened. We broke structure to the upside. I entered again, and yeah, we directly like went up to get all this liquidity and to go and hunt for those 1 hour highs and London highs, which are equal highs. Here I took my first position, which I entered after the inverse fair value gap out. With this position I made around 1%, a little bit more, but 1%. And for the second position I moved my stop loss to break even after we hit this, and I moved my stop loss consistently with the trend, because from some sort of equal highs we can get really sharp reactions. So I wanted to be cautious and reduce my risk as far as I can. So this position I took out completely and made 1%. On this position I was also up, pretty much 0. I don't remember how much it was up here. I don't know, something 0.6 or something like this. And we pretty much went up without a bearish candle. I waited for some sort of inverse fair value gap on the 1 minute, something like this, to confirm that we want to go lower, but actually nothing happened. We just went up, and I closed out everything here with this position. With this position I also made 1%, so for this day I'm up 2%. To be honest, I also looked for shorts, but there's really nothing which presented itself. We didn't do anything, and then like 30 minutes after market open there was news which came out, and I don't want to trade on news, so I was happy taking those 2 wins and done for the day. So this was one of the best entries in the last weeks, probably in the last month, one of the easiest entries. And I'm pretty happy for this week already. We are up a good amount on the week. So there's not a lot of more to explain. So that's it for today's trade recap, and we're gonna see you tomorrow.